hanging out.
Yeah.
Go to dinner, go to, hold hands on a music park.
Why you got
I think
Why you got that high pitch voice? They're hanging out.
They're just hanging out.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.
And action.
Action. Bam.
Ready?
All right, ready. Go for it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 60. This is where we talk about. I'm trying to talk like
This is NPR.
I always told myself I'm trying to slow it down. Like
Yeah.
talking.
He's trying to be like unsolved mysteries.
But
On episode
I notice
60.
like on screen playing it back, like even when I try to slow down my talking, it still sounds fast. I think I'm just a naturally
You're
fast.
naturally a
You
very
are.
fast talker.
But I'm trying to slow it down.
That's who you are.
I'm really trying to like just really pace myself. So
To be honest though, I feel like no matter how like different you want to sound in your voice,
yes,
it's,
yes,
It's still your
the-
voice.
It's still your voice, and it's still the speed that's gonna be there.
yes.
Julian, say the intro as fast as you can.
No, I'm not doing that.
Do it as I want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to see it do it.
As fast
Hey
as you
guys,
can.
welcome to episode 60. This is where we talk about life, love, and pop culture and everything that's relatable to you and I. And let's get into it. Episode 60. Haven't talked. It's pretty fast, right? I can be
That
an
was pretty
auctioneer.
good.
I feel like you
Good
can
job.
do it. For
Yeah,
some
I could
reason,
be-
I feel like you can do it a little faster.
You can go faster.
Someone said I should be a live
Hey, everybody, welcome to
auctioneer.
listen to our podcast.
Yeah. So
Hey, welcome
anyway,
to Listen to Your Podcast.
welcome to episode 60. This is a pop culture based podcast. We have not been on in a couple weeks, and
We took a small
So
hiatus.
sad.
I mean, I'll say it was a lot of it's my fault because I had to go out of town and handle some stuff.
All your
and then-
fault. No,
And then Vicky, you had to take a week off, right?
I did.
Yeah, and then I broke my back.
Yeah. He broke his back. You
I
hurt
broke
your
it.
back.
I was like
Oh,
Batman in the
stop
last Batman.
it.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
You're bringing sexy back, bro.
I'm bringing sexy
bad.
back.
You're bringing sexy.
I'm bringing
back.
Stupid.
with my broken back.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian. Don't know. Well, I mean, how can you not know? Probably one of the big
How can you
relationships.
not know? Wait, you have to introduce us, Julian.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm Julian.
Miss Vicky.
Hi, Miss Vicky. I'm Justo. What's up, guys? I'm not on camera this time again. I'm still not. I
still
still
doing
don't have,
that?
I still don't have a new GoPro.
Okay, you know what? Remind
Now
me.
you know what to ask Santa.
Oh man, I already did. I
It's
wrote
so funny
6 letters.
but it's
he
so
never
funny with
returns
you-
my calls.
Because
But we have the equipment. Like I have a friend that'll let us use it. But you just never remind me.
I know I don't.
And then after we stop this podcast, he won't remind me.
No, I'll forget.
So we have the equipment. So anyway,
We'll work on that.
we'll talk about Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian. They're quote unquote dating. Also, Brittany Renner. If you don't know who she is, definitely it's a good conversation, man. Without making any judgments yet, she definitely represents. She says she represents the modern woman. That's what she says. A good portion of the modern women today.
I've heard that before.
Well, it's
on a
different.
previous podcast that we did.
She's very polarizing, and I respect her for at least being so honest. But let's talk about life real quick, man. Like what we call a life break. Any life moments? You want to start? You want me to start?
You
Vicky?
start.
Okay. I went to
Is this-
Hawaii,
Okay.
and
Besides any heavy stuff,
it's kind of heavy.
besides before that, how was Hawaii in general? Is
Well,
it nice?
That's the heavy part.
Okay.
So it's so funny how, but no, because you're not the only person. Like some people will say, "Oh, how was Hawaii? Must have been awesome." I don't post that much of like what's going on personally because like I don't honestly think people care, and I'm not here for like comments. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope she's gonna be okay. I'm not here for that. I don't need that. So my mom has cancer. So I went to Hawaii.
So have you known, has this been going on for a while or is this recent and that's why you went on?
I've known for like maybe 2 months.
Okay.
So she had cancer, but it's stage 2, and I don't know everything about cancer, but maybe Vicky or Justo, you have family members. I'm learning as we go along. It was a stage 2 colon cancer.
Okay.
It took 2 tumors out, so
Okay.
it's like a 8-inch line here, scar from the scar or from the surgery. And thank God though they got it early at stage 2, but she is older.
Yeah.
She's 78 years old, so obviously things affect her more than someone like you and I, or you and Vicky, or Vicky and I, whoever. And so she's just super weak. So I had to be there at least for a week.
That's good that you went to go take care of her though.
Right.
You have to.
That's great.
You have to. I mean, to be honest, I feel kind of guilty because she would have liked me to stay there for a month. But if I would have done that, the stations I voice track for would easily fire me. Easily.
Could
I mean,
you have done it from there?
That's what I was going to say.
She has no internet.
None?
My mom has no Wi-Fi. She is so old school, dude. I think I've told you this. My mom is so old school, and I love her to death. But I hope, my fear is that when I get older, that I become resistant to technology. She is so resistant. Like I'm telling you right now, she hardly texts messages. She doesn't even sometimes she does it, sometimes she doesn't. She doesn't fully understand it.
Hey, does she have a phone line? Like a home line?
No, she has a cell phone.
Oh,
that's good.
I thought it was gonna be like us, like
With the
a
dial,
landline.
like
Yeah,
rotary. Do you guys remember
well,
phone?
maybe not that,
Yeah.
not that.
So I mean,
not
I guess
that far behind.
Would that be something that you would look into doing? Like if you buy internet for her, like would you go and stay
Move there?
longer? Or move there?
She thought, I thought about it, and
I know it wouldn't be ideal, but
I don't know. I mean, but the thing is, how that would be temporary, number one. Number two, I mean, I do stuff here. It's a tough situation, but I mean, does anyone here have family members related or anyone that's, had cancer? Anyone?
yeah, I had 2 uncles who had cancer.
What stage?
I don't know the stages,
Okay.
unfortunately. So they both had throat cancer. One of them had one of them beat it. He beat it twice. And then he ended up passing away from a heart attack. So that's completely unrelated.
Yeah.
And then my other uncle had a lot of surgeries. He had like his jaw taken out and it was kind of intense.
Damn.
And that one was intense, but he lived with it for a long.
Yeah, it definitely makes you open up your eyes, man. It makes you open your eyes. Because now I'm scared because I'm not old, asterisk. But now because now we know that colon cancer runs in the family, I'm worried that I need to get a, what you call a colonoscopy.
You should get a colonoscopy tomorrow.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I mean it genuinely.
Well, I mean,
like it's something you should look out. Like I have a crazy family history. Like both sides of my family has cancer, heart disease, diabetes.
Are you serious?
I have hella stuff in my family history. So like as I get older, I have to be more and more conscious of it and kind of take care of myself. So like it's something that I'm like right now I'm okay, but like as I get older, I'm gonna have to start keeping a closer eye on certain things.
There's something that you can't take too because cancer runs in my family as well. And it's like a type of genetic testing that they do.
Oh yeah.
So what they do
can tell you how likely you are.
Yeah, more than likely.
I was at the doctor last week. He told me nothing about this.
Oh, well, maybe you should
But he did say it wouldn't be the worst thing to maybe look into a colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about taking care of yourself,
genetic
man.
testing. So I had gone to I had gone and done a genetic testing for it.
Wait, is it blood? They take blood or how's that work?
Yeah. They pretty much just draw your blood and then
Snap.
They pretty much kind of show you what it looks like, and it pretty much tells you like, oh, well, you have
certain genetic
markings from your dad that you don't have as much from your mom.
Okay.
So when they told me about that, they told me that I don't have to worry about it. That it won't.
It tells you, are you more likely to get something opposed to some?
Yes, if it comes out like positive, then like a positive genetic, then it's more likely you have to get tested or you have to take a colonoscopy test every year.
Yeah.
But with me, when I got it, it stopped at my mom's. So now with me, I don't have to worry about myself. I don't have to worry about my kids or
that's
moving
great.
forward. So I'm happy about that.
It's a private company that does that testing though, isn't it?
I believe so.
Like Quest?
It just
That's probably
depends
all
on
the
your
Quest.
doctor. It's prescribed by your doctor though.
Oh, okay,
Sure.
gotcha. Because like there's like a like 23andMe and those kind of things. Like,
Yeah.
there's stuff like that you can do, and it'll tell you. It probably isn't as detailed, but it gives you a general idea. They even have that for my dog.
For your dog.
Off topic, but
That's no.
so like I got a
Not
DNA test for my dog, and we could have paid a little bit more for the DNA test to tell us what kind of health issues she could potentially get as she gets older.
You should have done
But
it.
we didn't. We should.
You might want to tell your dog.
We should have done it.
Well-
But we told it. It told us what breed she is and everything like that.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Maybe
So
dog
I
needs
assume there's something like that for adults, for human
That's cool.
adults.
Well,
That's interesting.
maybe dog needs to work less. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's
Stressful
stressed out,
dog.
man.
Stressful dog.
You
She
ever heard
laid
about
in
that?
bed all morning today. She's so stressed out.
She's what?
She laid in bed all morning
Yeah.
today. She's so
The dog
cute.
life.
Off
That's a
topic,
good
though.
thing about having like. We'll go to you real quick, but I was thinking about it. I just wish I wish I had a bigger family, so someone was there to take care of her because it's only just me, and it
That's
just,
a hard thing to deal with.
it sucks,
Julian.
dude. I mean, there's really it just sucks unless you have.
That must feel like a really heavy weight knowing that.
Oh, she's lonely. Straight up, she's lonely
Yeah.
because like no one. Let's call a spade a spade. I mean, most people care about themselves. That's what I think. I mean, I don't care what anyone else says. I think most people do. I mean, it's hard to find really good friends that you can trust, especially when it comes to like money and like hell, you know what I mean? Really
Yeah.
deep things. It's really hard to find those ones that you trust. I mean, she doesn't have anyone that she really trusts to take care of her.
Right, for sure.
So we got to hire CNAs to take
What's
care
a
of her.
CNA? Oh, okay. People that just like nurses that go
to bathe her.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
because she's like super weak. But
Yeah,
the good
yeah.
thing is that it'll last a couple of weeks. I think she'll get 60. Hopefully, you get 60% of your strength back generally within about a month when you
Okay.
get like surgery done like colon cancer.
Yeah.
According to the doctor,
It gets better kind of quicker.
60%,
Gotcha.
and then the rest is gradual.
Right.
Anyway, sorry. I don't think that was deep.
No, you're
I
good.
think that was
My condolences, dude.
It's okay.
If you aside, like if you need help with anything, let us know.
It's life. That's just.
Well, you want to fly there?
It's what life throws at you.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Would you like to fly there and take care of her?
It's tempting. Like, do I get a couple days off to go to the beach or something?
Low-key.
You know what's funny?
Can I take a day to go to the beach?
Well, you know what's funny is that she's
I think a new
offering.
setting is.
I'm setting
would
you
be
up.
good for me.
She'd be willing to work out a deal. She'd pay.
She'll pay.
She'd rather pay someone that she knows through someone.
Dude, people will hella do that. My wife used to take care of these old people that couldn't take care of themselves, and she would get money to go take care of them and stuff. There's people who do that. It's like a full-time job.
About it. Think about it.
I'll let you
Take
know.
a break from
Think about it. Think about it.
I'll let you
Vicky,
know.
what's going on?
Hi, Vic.
Hey, nothing.
I saw you did it. You did a show recently, right? Or is that an old footage that you posted recently?
Man, I was booked all of October.
Like you were killing it this month while we were off.
I am
Like you were all over the place.
exhausted.
You look. No, you don't look exhausted, but you look like
I look tired. It's okay.
Out of all of them, do you have like I don't know, like one standout moment, one favorite show you did here in the Bay Area?
Yeah, because you were.
I know they're all dope.
Dude.
I'm sure you're
All of them.
You were killing
All of
it.
them?
All of them.
Congrats on that. Is that the most shows you've done since the pandemic started?
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Getting
It was fun though. Honestly, I enjoy every single one of them, just because of the all like the new crowds, you know. And
Do you feel a vibe of people like wanting to go out and have a good time more than anything? Because like things are open out and you can go and do things now.
Yeah, because we've been locked in cages essentially. I mean, you know, people.
It kind of happened gradually. I didn't really notice it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, people can just go and do things now.
right.
Like I kind of forgot.
I mean, limited amount of things though, because now it's just if you like, for example, with San Francisco, you can't go indoors or anything unless you're vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Some are not.
It depends.
lenient,
It depends where you go.
Not as lenient. Like there's certain places that they have an outdoor setting. So if there is an outdoor setting, then you don't necessarily need your vaccination. But if you don't have your vaccination, then you're outside.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like
vaccinated, folks.
I don't know if this is like taking it like complete 180. I think it's kind of related talking about like live music and stuff. But I mean, you did hear what happened. We're filming this on a Sunday, but you heard what happened yesterday with Travis Scott, right?
Oh, Astro World.
Oh,
There was
yeah,
somebody
people-
injecting people. Dude, there's like, I think 20.
Well, no, but
what?
that's a rumor of people injecting people with like paraphernalia with drugs or something.
What?
I
There's
didn't see
28
that.
people dead.
I saw people.
Wait, say what?
28
what?
people are dead from that.
No way.
Last I read it was 8. 28?
Yeah. I talked to Dana. Dana said it went up.
That's crazy.
Justo, it is like the number one thing.
I
across all
saw
boards.
footage of everyone rushing the gate.
Dude,
and
it's
the
still
gate
number
hella
one.
fell down and people were
That was
rushing in.
earlier in the day. That wasn't even the like what's the word I'm looking for? That wasn't even the actual situation.
Yeah, that was the only thing I saw.
They
was that.
should have. What I don't understand is, I think they were severely understaffed, right?
Probably.
Crazy.
Where was that at again? Where was
it was
Astroworld?
in Houston, Astroworld. I'm looking at it right now. You said 28. Twitter still says 8, but I could be looking at. I don't know. But either way, when people die, that is not a good look. Let me ask you a question
No.
though.
Right.
Do you think Travis Scott should he be taking any blame in this?
That's hard because he's just like the figurehead. He's like the mascot of the whole
It's
thing.
got his name on it, right?
Yeah, but he's not doing the logistics of the festival either.
Right. It's like, do you think he's being aware?
He's not the one saying,
Are
"Oh,
people making
how
him
are we
aware of what's
staffed?"
happening?
Yeah, he's not the one. He's whoever. There's a name for that, but like whoever's running it is responsible.
I agree, but
Although because he's the famous and it has his name on it, people are going to look at him for.
But do you
for
agree
sure.
that maybe they should have been better prepared? I don't think we know enough. You know, I hate it when people say things and act like they know everything. I don't personally think we know enough, but
I don't know anything.
But it seems like
I don't know shit.
But right. But I think it's safer to be over prepared than under prepared. And
Always.
it seems like they
especially
Of
in these
course.
settings at a festival.
I would always rather be over prepared than under prepared.
It's like Outside Lands was last weekend, and like it went fantastic. You heard
did you
nothing
go?
about it. I sold it. I sold my tickets.
Oh, you did sell you
I
were
got
able to
rid
sell
of
it?
them. I was able to get rid of them. Thank God.
I'm
It
so
was
mad
almost
because
down to the
honestly-
wire. I got rid of them like a week and a half before the show.
Damn. There was a part of me.
You should have went.
I
Wanna
should have.
go?
At
You
least
should've bought my
at least
tickets.
bought the Sunday ticket
yeah,
because I wanted to see Kaylani. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude, I kind of wish I went, but it's okay. We had a good weekend.
Have you guys ever forgotten about something? I completely forgot it was Outside
That
Lands
Outside
weekend.
Lands?
I completely
too.
forgot.
I
There
just
wasn't a lot of marketing this year, and like not a lot of people were that I know were going.
No,
But you know
excuse.
what? But you know what though? As soon as that shit got posted, you know everybody was
Everyone's like, "Oh my God."
They didn't need that much marketing. Why? Because all they had to know that outside Lands was happening.
Dude, I love Outside
Over.
Lands so much.
Everybody sold
You
out
like it?
tickets.
I love it.
It's
so
a
much
love-hate
fun.
relationship. Just because.
Have you gone before?
Yeah, I went 2 years ago.
That's so much fun.
It's just so many. I mean, I like a lot of people, but it's just so many people. And then I get tired of walking all day. I know I sound like an old man. I don't know, man. Because
dude,
you got to fight through the crowd to get a good. I'm 5'4", bro. You're tall, so I can't get a good view. I got to go to the front, and it's impossible.
Yeah, it's not fair for me. Anywhere I'm at, I can kind of see.
You're a girl, so Dana will put you on his shoulders. Dana ain't gonna put me on his shoulders.
It's okay. He probably will.
He would do it.
But you get what I'm saying. There's advantages.
Julian, you trying to see? I got you.
There's advantages for you being tall. Advantages of you being a girl. You get a better view. I can't see shit.
Even so, like a couple years ago, Kanye West played Outside Lands. I wanted to see him, but I wasn't willing to push forward to go see it. So we were in like kind of the back, but we had like a blanket. We were sitting down, chilling. We could hear it. We could see the screen. And like, even though we were far away, it was still a good time. We had drinks. We were just kind of laying down, chilling.
I get it.
Like,
I do enough of that.
Cool.
See, but you know what though, Julian? You also have to remember. But you also have to remember there's other stages for one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So then, no, listen, hold on.
Go see smaller artists.
There's other stages. One. So you have to tell yourself, if you want to go see this person,
you got to get there early.
You got to get there early.
Fine.
You got to get there at the very earliest.
For a concert experience, my ideal thing is to go to like a small venue, couple hundred people. That's what I love.
Those are good.
That's what I love.
Those are nicer. It's 100%. More intimate.
That's intimate. Yeah, that's real. And let's move on. Yeah.
You can see the artist sweat.
All right. Let's move on. You guys good?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's roll in.
The artist might go like this. And oh my God. Sweat touched me.
It's in my eye.
I'm never washing my eye again.
Okay, so I don't know how to segue into this smoothly, so we'll just go into it. Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian. Last week, it all started from they were seen on a roller coaster.
Pete Davidson gives me hope. I'm not going to lie.
Why does everyone say that?
Why?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Because he's a weird looking guy.
Let me give you the back.
He's Let's
give you the backstory. They were seen with friends.
You're right.
They were seen with friends. It wasn't just them, and they were seen, but they were seen there was a snapshot of them on a roller coaster, and I guess they were holding hands. People are saying, were they holding hands because she was scared on a roller coaster, being on a roller coaster, or was it more than that? But then the story. The plot thickens, right?
They go to dinner.
Right. She goes to New York. She's having not one dinner, but apparently 3 dinners.
Many dinners.
I think like she's hanging out with him throughout that whole week or something like that.
I don't want to make. I don't know. I don't know how. Anyway, they're hanging out, and a few of those dinners might have been with friends, but either way, they definitely are spending a lot of time. People are saying, "Are they dating?" And if we're gonna go by what people are posting, I mean, it looks like something's going on. And back to what you're saying he gives you hope.
I mean, yeah,
back to you, Justin. He gives you hope
for non what's the word? Historically handsome guys.
That's what you say.
It goes for like all you need is like a good sense of humor and a good personality, and you can get yourself a Kim Kardashian.
Why is everyone so? And remember, Vicky, we were talking about this yesterday. Why is everyone so shocked that they're dating? To me, it's like a no-brainer. Number one, she holds the cards. She wears the pants. Number two, he's a funny guy, right? So she makes him laugh. It's like he's the most normal celebrity in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He's the most regular celebrity in Hollywood.
It's all about that personality.
And I think, and to be honest, I'm not making fun of his, because he has a history of like depression and anxiety and all these things.
I had posted that on my story.
Yeah. I 2 days ago. I think when you're that transparent and you're that honest,
it's refreshing for people.
It's refreshing.
Especially for celebrities who don't get that a lot.
Right. I don't think he's putting on
a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think it's a facade. I think he really is him. I love Pete Davidson.
I think he's him. I think he's genuine 100%.
Like Kanye to me is a complete, nothing to do with his music.
He's a hollow human being.
Well, I just think he's like, I think he's inconsistent. I think he just says stuff whenever he feels like
he's a shadow of his former self. That's what I put.
I don't know all that.
It's his alter ego.
Yeah.
I just think he's all over the place, and I think that I don't know. I think she probably just wants who doesn't want anyone just that's funny.
Yeah, just to be around, and it could just be they're not dating. Just you want to be around someone who's different, and who's fun to hang out with.
Makes them feel normal. Okay. Like they don't make them feel like
they went to an amusement park. That's normal as fuck. How often does Kim Kardashian goes to an amusement park?
Right.
Probably not very.
Right.
You think
that was probably a good time? Nah, they're probably just good friends. I guarantee. They're probably just
good friends that are kissing.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think what it is, it's fun. It's fun because it's fun. It's for her. It's probably fun because it's new.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Very different from where she was.
Very different.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he probably makes her feel very
like a queen,
comfortable being herself without having to feel like she's constantly like, oh, I have to be posting on social media and I got to make myself look, you know what I'm saying? Because I have seen stories. I have seen stories
around them and you kind of say what you want.
Yeah, because you know how I've seen stories where Kim was like, she couldn't post certain things because Kanye would be on her like, no, you can't post this. No, it looks ugly. Or like just constantly on her about like, oh, this is what she needs to do. This is what she should be doing and all that stuff. So I think like...
And Pete Davidson is the kind of guy who doesn't
Pete Davidson does not look like the type
any of that
cares about that. Exactly.
No, he don't care about social media.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. I feel like...
That's great. That's refreshing.
And this is just from the outside looking in as I see him, you know, and who he is. I'm kind of like, I think he's just, you guys are right. Like a normal ass celebrity.
I don't think he gives a shit.
That doesn't really care, enjoys his life, loves what he does, you know?
So then why wouldn't it last then, Vicky? Like
I'm not saying I don't think it will, but I just think right now in the moment, I feel like it will, only because like one, it's new for Kim. It's different. It's exciting. It's fun, but it's just more of like, is it gonna last?
Yeah, who knows? And if it doesn't, it's okay. As long like they're just hanging out, having fun for now, and like it doesn't have to be like her next big relationship or something crazy.
Pete Davidson does really
they don't
well,
have to get married. And like that's the other thing I think that people trip on because he keeps getting girls in this like echelon, like the high status celebrity.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
because, I mean, shit, they were engaged.
Yeah,
like what?
But because he's the most regular celebrity in a world full of like fakes, like in a world full of facades. He's the most regular.
I think the thing about it with him though is that I think that
do you think he's an attractive guy?
No.
No.
He ain't ugly.
He ain't ugly.
I mean, he's not ugly, but he's not like...
He's a goofy looking guy.
Yeah.
He's got a good style.
He's got all right style.
He does have a good style. I do like his style.
He's like current. To me, he's current.
I thought you were gonna say cartoon. He's also
I think with him, though, I feel like...
cartoon.
I feel like there's parts where I just feel like I can't always like take him serious.
I think that's almost by design, probably. He's a comedian.
Well, yeah, of course. But then it's just kind of like, if I want to be serious...
Right.
Like, are you capable of being serious?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think only
but then again, I wouldn't. But then again, I wouldn't know because then when he like I see these interviews that he has where he talks about his depression and he talks about all this stuff.
And he's actually like, genuine about it.
You're okay. I can see your seriousness, but it's just more of like.
Well, I think it depends on the situation, right? If you're talking about that, then there's a time to be serious, but there's a time to be not. And he uses a lot of those, you know, like all the, you know, life issues he's been through. He uses it for his comedy.
Like
as well.
you take it, like I do that too. Like when you have pain, you joke about it, and that's like your way of coping through it. That's the way you talk about it.
That's
by joking about it.
I mean, I've seen interviews with him where he's been super serious. You just have to. It's just really who's asking the questions or who he's talking to, right?
For sure,
that's true.
You know,
yeah. If it's just some weirdo asking him a question, he's gonna throw a joke out there.
By the way, he is worth bless you.
Excuse me.
He's worth $8 million. Nice. Which is a crazy amount of money.
That's what Kim Kardashian spent on dinner.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian's net worth, $1.2 billion.
Word.
Do you think, and I'm just asking these questions to keep our conversation going a little bit, to be honest with you, because I'm just curious to hear your answers. Do you think there's any way in the back of his head he's doing this maybe a little bit for the bag?
Nah, no. He doesn't seem like the guy. He has his money that he's okay with. I don't think that's
Me too.
Think that's his thing.
I think he's one of those guys that, dude, he was living in his mom's basement up until like a year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, like he's genuinely happy with the way his life is, his career, what he's doing. Too. That I don't feel like there's any part of him that is like wants that bag.
For sure. He has his bag.
Or that's looking into it because like
Yeah, you don't need $1 billion. No one needs $1 billion.
His ego for sure probably went a little bit up. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I'm hanging out with Kim Kardashian.
His clout. I'll bet. Well, here's the thing, and perfect segue actually because Kanye.
He's probably like, yes, I'm pulling him.
Kanye on the Joe Champs podcast, Kanye said that they're still married, they're not legally divorced, and that he wants her back. That's gonna make things. Because, bro,
interesting.
He did not address Pete. Maybe when they recorded that podcast, he didn't even know about it. But how do you think Kanye's going to react? Or how do you think he is reacting? I bet he's pissed. He's got to be pissed.
I saw the tweet that from that little section that he said where he was like, oh, the media's here. Of course, they love to talk about like all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of agree with kind of what he says about that. Like the media does love to like really put out that they really like to focus on that specific thing more than everything around it.
Wait,
that comes
what?
with
Wait,
it.
tell me the specific clip. I said yeah, but then I said yeah. I don't even know why.
Oh, when he said that the media likes to really focus, like they really focus on they're getting that they're divorced.
Yeah,
and all that, you know.
I said it again, but we do think they're getting divorced.
Yeah,
you know, we do think they're getting divorced, but he said that that he doesn't want to get divorced. He said basically that he wants to. Basically,
he said he even hates, I think, Kim's publicist.
Oh, I didn't get that. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
That was on the clip.
Okay, well,
he was like, I hate her.
Dude, he hates a lot of things.
I hate her.
But
I was like, damn.
Do you think? I wonder. I hope she doesn't. But I wonder. Part of me thinks that Kim might go back to him because he is the father of their children, and they have years.
I think so too. I honestly believe
That's
that
what makes it hard.
She might. There's a part of me that feels like she might do it for the kids.
So you think Pete's just playing fallback guy? He's just filling in a void right now?
No,
100%.
because I feel like there may be that part of Kim that's like, nah, like I want to stick to not getting back with him. Like,
and just hanging out with other people and having a good time.
What do you mean
and
hanging out? Something's going on.
out.
They're not just hanging out, dude.
They're hanging out. They're
You
going
can't just
out to
hang out
dinner.
with Kim Kardashian.
they're
hang
hanging
out
out.
with Kim
They're
Kardashian.
hanging
They're
out.
hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, going to dinner, going to hold hands on a music part.
Why you gotta?
I think
Why you got that high pitch voice? They're hanging out.
They're just hanging out.
I wouldn't be surprised to see on Twitter in the next couple of days. You're gonna see some beef between Kanye and Pete Davidson. Kanye is gonna go in on Pete. He is.
I would love to see, but the best
The
part,
same way Kanye went in on Taylor Swift when she won that award.
But the best part is like Pete Davidson will just joke about it and will point out about how goofy he is, and he'll just always because he'll always be able to make fun of Kanye.
You know what Pete's
and make
gonna
him
do?
sound stupid.
He's gonna take it to SNL.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's gonna do.
and
He's
it'll
gonna
just
take
sound.
it to SNL.
It'll just be funny at the end.
They're gonna make a clip off that. They're gonna make a whole story off that.
Y'all see that Jake Paul spoof that Pete Davidson did on SNL, pretending he was Jake Paul?
Oh, I did.
I did not.
It was funny.
Man.
And then you know what Jake Paul tweets out?
Oh no, something terrible.
Next time I see you, it's on site.
Whatever.
No,
Hey,
Jake Paul will kick Pete Davidson's ass.
Yeah, but Jake Paul's a
Paul
wiener.
will beat his ass. Justo.
Whatever.
You don't think
Of course
so?
he would.
He
but
will.
like he's also a wiener, so
Did
who
you
cares?
see? Did you see the meme that that they were putting out about they were saying, oh, this is how Kanye looked when he saw Kim and Pete kissing on SNL.
I seen a lot of memes.
And then, you know, they had that little clip of them kissing because I guess they were playing
there was a skit.
Aladdin and Jasmine, the skit.
Oh yeah, on the car.
And then,
Yeah.
and then they kissed, and then there was like a new clip came in, and then they said that that was supposed to be Kanye. I guess he's like driving, he's like, fuck! And then he gets out of the car and he's like, no! And he's like crying and like screaming.
It wouldn't surprise me if Kim and Pete actually got to know each other a little bit further when they did that skit on SNL on the carpet. I'll bet you. It wouldn't surprise me.
I want to know who.
That's the whole thing started.
They did say like when I was reading on the like on the blog you gave or the site you gave
the
me.
link, yeah.
It said that she kept it very professional and then she didn't make a move until after.
It's very professional.
That's called playing it smart.
There you go.
That's called strategic.
Okay.
You don't want anyone to look into her shit. That's what it is.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And a different type of relationship. Some people would say toxic. I'd say, well, I'll let you guys be the judge. Brittany Renner is, and I'm just going to give you the quick rundown because I don't know every single specific, but basically started out as like a fitness. She's a fitness girl. Started posting videos online of her doing like.
She plays soccer in college.
Yeah, in I think Louisiana or somewhere. So she's an athlete and she started doing fitness videos, for fun. And she's really hot, super attractive. And then somehow, like Vicky, from what I understand, she basically got linked up with like rappers, like Tyga, I think Chris Brown. So she
Lil Uzi, Drake, Tyga.
I've never heard of her before. I just Googled
Brittany
her.
Renner.
Never
So
seen her before.
she banged a lot of these artists,
Celebrities.
a lot of these artists now, but she's not like people automatically quick to call her like a stripper. She's an OnlyFans girl. She's not that. She's not selling like sex videos and things like that. She's an Instagram influencer. She's essentially like a social media star, and she's really like, just remember we were talking about before we started recording how polarizing wins, like being extremely, you're like polarizing or being your extreme transparent self and not giving a fuck wins. She's like the type of girl that talks about her yeast infections online, but no, she doesn't do it for the clout. She does it because that's what she's going through, and she's just really like matter of fact.
Talks about her yeast infection.
Well, she's talking about what's going on in her life. If she got an STD, she'll say that.
So
shit.
guys, I just found out I had an STD.
Yeah.
I just found out I have chlamydia.
Yeah.
I can't. What?
Yeah.
No.
So why is everyone talking about her now?
Okay.
I'm a very private person.
So right. Well, but that's why someone like
I
her,
almost never talk about my yeast infections. I'm just
I hope not. But that's why she wins, man. Polarizing wins. Social. I mean, or you can. Some people can say transparency, whatever. I mean, it's just comfortability. So she says whatever she wants, and so she started dating this guy, PJ Washington, basketball player, basketball star. When he was, this is where it gets sticky.
Okay.
She claims they started dating when he was 20.
Okay.
She was 26 at the time.
All right.
They have a child together.
Yeah.
People are calling her a predator because they say that she trapped him. Here's the thing. We don't know what's fact and fiction because she went on the podcast. She went on Academics podcast. She said a bunch of stuff saying they met when she was like 20 or something like that. People are saying that they met when
she was 20?
When he was 20.
Oh, when he was 20.
People are saying that they met when he was 18. So he's a child. You know, that's where the whole predatory conversation comes about. Her argument is this. I ain't leg lock. She quote unquote said, I'm not leg locking dudes. I'm not making them fuck this pussy. I mean, she's not making them
Period.
do anything.
It's a good point.
Not,
it's a good point.
He's an adult.
Yeah.
But people are literally like, you know, when it's one thing to like have one bad comment, but she gets flamed everywhere.
Yeah.
So
it's also probably just because she's a woman.
Hot girl.
Because she's a woman. Yeah.
And
guys will love to shit on
she's
a hot
unapologetic
woman.
about it.
Yeah.
And so
that messes with a lot of guys' egos.
So they have a kid together, and the word is that she's getting like $200,000 a month for child support. People are saying she purposely trapped him for the money.
I don't believe it.
You do or do not?
I don't.
That she purposely did not trap him. Like there wasn't a plan. I'm gonna trap this young guy. They said people said that she brainwashed him.
Oh my God. No, you can't brainwash.
That's the most dumbest thing I could ever.
Nah, dude. He was a 20-year-old basketball player who a hot girl was talking to him and he knocked her up.
Let's go worst case. Let's say they met let's say they met when he was 18.
Even then.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
but this is another thing that people need to understand too. When you have sex with somebody unprotected,
facts,
you know what comes with the consequences. I mean, and the thing about it too that she even said in the interview was that she even made a point. She said, I was always on birth control. And the only reason I took it out was because him and I had that conversation about having a baby. And, you know, if
they were only dating, right? Or were they ever?
She said she wanted to get married. I think they were talking about it, but I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. So if you have if you're having these discussions about marriage, about having a kid, about all this, and you guys talk about, I want to try, then yes, obviously, if she wants to try, you have to take the birth control out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How it works.
So that's why that's why, you know, when she says, she's like, and she's right. She goes, I'm not leg locking these dudes. If they want this, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
So it's just more of like, and that's why I am siding with her, because initially, like, as a woman, like, that is true. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like men want to say these certain things so it doesn't make them look bad at the same time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Girls are capable of doing the same thing too.
Right.
So I'm not just saying that it's just guys, because girls
like those things happen
too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like in this situation, it's just more, and she even said it too. She goes, if I really wanted to, you know, trap a dude, she was like, I didn't have to trap. She goes, I wouldn't trap him. I would have trapped somebody that has way more money. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, I've dated dudes that had way more money than he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just more of a like, I mean, it is true. Like,
I never even heard of this guy before.
Guy or girl?
The guy, both of them.
Yeah, he's like oh gosh, don't ask me what team he plays for. Do we need to know that? Yeah, anyway.
I don't think we need to know that.
I think he plays for the Charlotte Hornets.
I think so. He's on his way to becoming, like, he's not a star yet, but he's on his way.
He's a good player.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
He's definitely a good player. I mean, his contract is definitely multi-millions of dollars.
Sweet.
But, and I'm just having this, I agree with everything you're saying 100%, but just for the conversation.
To play devil's advocate here.
Yeah, so people are saying, yes, if you're legally talking about, if we're legally talking about this, she didn't break the law, right? Regardless if he's 18 or 20, he's a man. But people are saying, because you got to remember, in the social media world, she's famous. Brittany Renner, oh my God, Brittany Renner wants to hook up with you. She's the girl that hooked up with, you know, Lil Uzi. She's the one that banged Chris Brown. So in his eyes, you know, PJ Washington, he's like googly eyed. People are saying he's, in the sense, she brainwashed him because, of course, who wouldn't want to be with Brittany Renner? So yes, legally, he's not legally she didn't break the law, but maturity level, they're saying that he wasn't there. Is there any argument there?
What do you mean mature?
She is 6 years older than him.
How does she brain?
6
how?
years isn't.
How do you brainwash
it's not that big a deal.
somebody?
Right,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right.
How
She's
do you
not 20
brainwash
years
something?
older than him. Yeah, you can't brain just because a guy wants to bang you doesn't mean he's brainwashed.
She used her clout. She used her clout to bait who she is, and he knows.
So you think there was like a power imbalance?
Yeah, right. Like he knows that who she is. He knows that she's hooked up with all these famous, all these famous artists.
See, but then when you think about it, yeah. But if you think about it too,
in their world she is. In their world she is.
But if you think about it, but if I've heard this before, that there are guys, when a guy hears that, oh yeah, she's fucked with this dude and this dude and this dude and this dude, then I feel like the guy's mentality would have been like, why the fuck am I gonna fuck? I'm gonna just use her to fuck her.
He's a kid, bro.
Okay, which is more of a reason for him to think like, oh yeah, I just want to fuck her.
Well,
I don't want to date her. I just want to fuck her.
You know what,
but
man?
It's just like I don't know.
This conversation would be so much more like if he said something that this would make this so much better. But he's so far as far as
quiet, which is
he's not saying much. So
right
it's
like, he shouldn't say a thing.
The only thing that he said was like, stop with the lies.
Yeah, but he needs to say more
like that.
He needs to say more because
he probably can, because he knows that she's fucking right. The fact that she's going onto these interviews and she's fucking keeping it real and saying, look, I don't got to do this. I'm not the one doing this. If I wanted to fucking cash out with somebody, I could have got cashed out with somebody that had a lot of money.
I'll say this.
For sure.
I agree with everything you're saying. She didn't do nothing wrong, but I will say that I think in the back of her head, it was all strategic on who she messes around with. Put it this way. You don't see her messing around with a quote unquote normal dude. She ain't trapping a dude. She's not trapping a guy or trying to date a guy that works at 7-Eleven. You got to get what I'm saying? PJ Washington is an up and coming basketball star that got signed to millions of dollars. He will make more in his career. You don't think she's well aware of that? You see what I'm saying? It's just convenient how everyone she associates herself with happens to be on a certain level.
I think that's just the world they live in too. Like you find yourself in that level of celebrity, you just be with people who you feel you.
But it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say. What do you mean be around? She had to go to the games. She went to one of his games. You have to go.
And she also probably sounds like she has a type. So that's where she goes to find her type.
Oh,
to basketball games?
But
yeah,
type. No. No, her type is
find basketball players.
But no, her type is ones that have a lot of money. That's her type.
Basketball players have a lot of money.
Right.
So
but that's what I'm saying, Just. So what I'm saying is you don't
to shut concerts too.
You don't think in the back of her head, you don't think there's a little bit of shred of strategic, like strategic thinking in her head being like, oh my gosh, okay, this might work out. He's got a lot of money. If it doesn't work out, hey, if we have a baby, I'm going to get that bag.
Nah.
$200,000 a month.
No.
I don't think she never sat down written on a piece of paper.
No.
Step 1.
You don't need to write it down. You think it.
Step 2, bang. Step 3, get pregnant.
You're not getting me.
Step 4, collect child support.
No. I'm not saying it like literally. I'm thinking like in her head.
It flew through her mind.
Yeah.
See, this is the way that I see it. As guilty as she may be into getting pregnant is as guilty as he is for understanding that if he has sex with her unprotected, it's going to happen.
Word.
Period. So at the end of the day, they're both responsible, and they're both at fault for this situation anyways. You can say, he can say all he wants about trapping. Oh, she trapped me, this is that. But at the same time, you should have fucking wore a condom. You guys should have never had this conversation about having kids. You guys should have never had a conversation about getting married. So at the end of the day, they're both at fault, and they both need to just shut the fuck up, raise this kid, and move on with their lives, whether they're together or not. And the media is going to say whatever they want. And of course, everybody is going to want to hear both sides of the story. And right now they're hearing her side, but they're not hearing his because he's not saying shit. So right now, I mean, the ball's kind of in her court because she's making it known that, yes, this is what's going on.
She's smart that she's doing all the talking.
Yeah, exactly.
First,
and the fact that he's not saying anything, I'm pretty sure that if he doesn't say anything, it's going to make him look stupid. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you're going to say, oh yeah, she trapped me. But if you're not going to back your shit up and you're not going to say anything, then your ass is looking
it's her narrative. Whoever, you know when some people create a narrative, whether it's true or not, people just run with the narrative. If the other party isn't saying shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then it becomes that narrative. But I will say, because I just have to
don't talk that talk if you can't walk that walk.
But I will say,
period.
I mean, you can't tell me.
Okay.
Again, Dude, props to her, man, for just being who she is and not giving a fuck. But you can't tell me that there's money tied in this and she didn't think about this before she even like started trying to date this guy, because $200,000 a month. Let's put it this way. You can take care of a child for couple $1,000s a month. Shit, $200,000 a month. What's this kid living in? A gold-plated baby crib? But you get what I'm saying? $200,000. She got that money because why? Because she knew she could get it from him.
It's also goes by percentages of what the dad makes too. So that's
come on, bro.
That's how child support works. That's how child support works. They take a percentage of what you make, and then that's how much.
She ain't here, man. But I would ask her straight up, if you're a good human being, like you say you are. She said countless times when being interviewed, "I'm a good human being. I'm a good person." If you're such a good person, you'd say, "You know what, Your Honor, just give me $10,000, $2,000 a month for me to live on. I think we're going to be okay. I just need PJ in his life." See, that's the right thing to do.
Okay, but you also want to, okay, listen. Before I stop you, before you continue, before I stop you.
What is that, Modelo?
You. Yes, before you continue, you also need to understand the lifestyle that PJ lives. The fact that he's a basketball player, he's not really home at times. He's not, there's not a lot of time that he can have from his kid. I mean, to be with his kid.
So you're saying replace it with money?
No, I'm not saying necessarily replace it with money, but at the same time, there's a lot of care that comes with having to take care of a child.
I agree.
When it comes to clothes, it comes to babysitting, when it comes to like the shit is, kids are not cheap. And I'm gonna tell you that because I have two of my own, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel broke all the time. But no, I'm serious.
Yeah, I know.
I understand that you're saying, oh, because that's a lot of money. Why can't you just say 10K? But at the same time,
Vicky, it's $200,000 a month.
No, I understand
not
that.
A year.
But if he has the money and he's capable of giving the mom that money for child support
fair.
To make sure,
okay, fair.
Then yes, you're gonna fucking do it. So that's why I'm saying at the end of the day, I'm gonna side with her, and I don't care. Like $200K, cool. At least he's gonna do his part and give her that money, so then that way she can continue to take care of the kid. Yeah, she'll be able, because then at all times now you get $200K, great. She's going to be able to always pay her rent, she'll be able to get a house for the baby, take care of the baby, have a car, make sure she can take care of him, get him places, have clothes. Like it'll be that financial stability that a mother would always want to have for a kid.
She already had it anyway, Vicky, but I got it. She already had it according to her because she makes so much money from social media, but sure, no problem. I don't even look at it as taking sides. It's more about, I actually in a lot of ways respect her hustle. I respect the fact that she really just doesn't give a shit about what people think. That's why she wins.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? That's why she's winning in this social media game.
I'm just curious to see what he's going to say.
If he doesn't say anything, then it is what it is. Everything you're saying is right. But if he says she trapped me and she lied to me about birth control and then that's a whole, you know what I mean? That could happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're saying, I'm listening to you, and while you're saying, she said she was on birth control, she said, wear a condom. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. She could be lying.
No, that's true. Obviously, that's true. But at the moment, this is what we're going off of. What what is what's being told to us right now, and the fact that he hasn't responded to anything and he hasn't said anything. Then obviously, I'm gonna be like, I'm agree with her. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, if you can't say anything, if you can't like go into an interview and say and like be quick to say something about what she had to say, then obviously there's something there.
Let me ask you guys this. There was an article I read that said that Brittany Renner is a representation of not everyone, a small portion or a portion of women currently today.
Who did you say this about last time?
That whole theme, Hot Girl Summer, and this whole wave of, independent. Look, don't get me wrong.
Thank God it's November.
What?
Get it.
All the hot girls.
Okay, yeah. But like I totally get the modern woman, independence, all that, but she's taking it a whole new level. But the article is saying
it's
something.
Hot Girl Winter now.
Yeah, Hot Girl Winter. But this whole wave of I don't even know how to word it because I didn't think about it before I started talking. I'm just saying, like, the article basically said that the Brittany Renners of the world represent a portion of women currently today. And what is that? Just fearless, not giving a shit, taking what's theirs? What?
I don't know. That feels like such a weird thing to say.
No, but there definitely was an article on it.
It feels like a thing that old white guys would say about, these new women nowadays and these things.
No, actually, it was an article saying that they're taking matters in their own hands and they're
I guess in a sense it may seem like they're basing it off of
They're taking control back.
You know, like if you go, you know, when you go back in time where the women was just a stay-at-home housewife, always cleaning, didn't have a job, had a man take care of, you know, taking care of them. Them not really having that independent mentality to want to take care of themselves. You know,
I remember what it was said. It was saying she's breaking societal standards. You know, like the traditional societal standards, like the older guy and younger girl. Well, she's the older woman, and she's not even that old.
Oh, that
she's 29 and 23. People look at her. She made a good point. The article is something like this, and they took a blurb from what she said. Basically, it's like, okay, an older guy can date a younger girl. No one bats an eye, right? That's become society standards. Older guys, younger girls, right? But for an older woman and to want a younger guy, why is that woman now looked upon as a predator? That's a good point.
That's a great point.
That's a great point.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially, she's not a predator. 6 years isn't a predator.
But people are so, that is a narrative, bro. That is a definite narrative.
But that's what I said earlier about because she's a strong-minded, attractive woman. Yeah. That guys are going to go and call her these things because they feel attacked personally. Mm-hmm. It's, that's stupid. But that's why this became more of a conversation. It is because of that perspective.
Right. She's the type to also fire back too, where maybe back in the day, it wouldn't be so much the case.
Yeah. Before a woman would just be shunned. Yeah. And then they would have to wear a scarlet A on their shirt for the rest of the day.
Hey man, respect the hustle. I mean, I still think that in the back of her head, she knew what she was kind of doing. Maybe it wasn't as obvious as she thought it might be, but I think in the back of her head, she kind of knew that he definitely, he ain't financially hurting. I don't think she would have. I don't think she would have messed with him if she didn't see a future in him financially. I agree
to the point where like she's definitely not going to go talk to the dude working at 7-Eleven.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So right there,
there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you work at 7-Eleven, dude, eat those hot dogs. Those they got those taquito things. Those are hella good. Yeah. Bro. Let me get a 3 for $5 of those chicken taquitos, please.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that was so good. Delicious.
Good, man.
And a Slurpee on the side.
Let me get
a motherfucking Slurpee, please.
With some hot Cheetos.
I haven't had a Slurpee in years, man.
I went to the movies the other day and had an icy. It was fantastic. I had so much fun drinking my icy, watching.
You want to know something? I feel like movie theater popcorn.
The best.
It's like the best.
We still have some at home. We got the big ass one.
Compared to like the ones that you get at.
You know, you can get a giant.
It is the best.
You can get a giant bag to go and take it home now.
What?
It's literally the size of a trash bag.
Wait, you're lying. Are you serious?
Everything you can buy a giant bag of popcorn to go at the popcorn
That's
theater.
a little redundant, don't you think?
Yeah.
So I can easily be like, hey, I want to take this popcorn to go.
It's in a big sealed bag and you can take it home.
Shut up.
On everything.
So can you imagine doing that? Like, I would just feel weird doing that.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, give me that shit. I'll take that home right now.
During the pandemic, they did that. They went to the theater and they grabbed a big thing of popcorn.
Just bring a whole
I
big
feel
bag?
like going to the movie theater right now, buying some popcorn and just taking it home.
Who says you can't?
Like, why did you go to the movie theater? Because I wanted to buy the popcorn.
Who says you can't? Society? Fuck that. Do your thing. Go buy some popcorn.
But you're not playing with me, right? Because I really am going to go do that.
On everything. And even if your specific theater doesn't have it, you can still get
How much it costs? Probably like $30. It's so
What movie theater did you go to?
A lot.
What movie theater did you go to?
I went to go see Eternals, the new Marvel movie. I give it 4.5 stars.
Out of what? 5?
5, yeah.
Oh, so that's good.
I'll be like 30.
Man, I know we're going to end this podcast. I just wish we could have talked Squid Game. Squid Game is so old now.
I still haven't watched it.
You haven't seen Squid Game?
Oh my God.
You missed it. It's like the party happened and you missed it.
Yeah, it's gone. No one's talking about it now. It's gone.
You haven't seen even one episode?
No, I haven't seen it.
Watch it.
I know. I don't want to commit to it. Right now, I've been watching Great British Bake Off.
Oh, you love
Oh, yeah. Look, they said you can go to any theater and just buy popcorn without
Oh, yeah. See, I told you. There's no
but how
rules.
much that? Okay, yeah. But
it's probably expensive, but there's no rules against it. They're not going to stop you.
I want movie theater popcorn.
Go get popcorn.
I'm going to do
Next
it.
podcast, stop and get us some popcorn.
Yeah.
I was here.
Got you.
All right, cool. All right. I guess we're good, man.
It's good. It's fantastic.
They said we used to call it the pothead special.
Yo, Vic, is anyone else saying anything in the IGTV?
No, that's it. I have 1 minute and 50 seconds left. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out the pod. And we're going to try to keep this consistent as possible, man.
We're working on it.
Every week. Make sure to hit the links below for the audio and for the video. And episode 61 next week. And until next time, we're good, right?
Yep,
Yay.
we're good. Yay. Good job, everybody. Go get popcorn.
Get the popcorn.
This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.